Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This lesson is going to be entitled, You Still Believe in This Political System, LOL. And the reason, I have the laughing emoji at the end of that is because it's a big joke. You have to be in a deep sleep. Revelations 13, in the 11th verse, it speaks about the beast, right? Who came like a lamb, who looked like a lamb and had two horns, right? And spake as a dragon. So the two horns represent the duality of this system. If you notice, in all these different countries, supposedly there's supposed to be multiple parties, right? But you never hear about any of the other parties. The only parties that are dominant and that come into power are the liberal, aka the democratic, liberal, aka democratic, which is supposed to be more for the poor people. That's what it's supposed to represent, the poor people. That's what the democratic the Democratic Party is supposed to represent. And then you have the conservative or the Republican parties, but you have versions of that in all these different democratic systems, right? Which is supposed to represent the rich, and capitalism and all this different stuff, right? Now, these people are on the same beast. They're on the same beast. They're a part of the same entity, okay? Which would be the NATO and the EU, okay? But they're controlled by who? They're controlled by the bankers. They're controlled by the bankers behind the scenes, man. They don't do what they want to do. They do what they're told to do, man. They have an agenda. You think they're sitting up in their room all day writing down scripts of what to say? No, there's somebody that is hired to do that for them, and they're set up to have a particular image, right? And the image is to deceive you, to believe that they're benevolent. They go around, they wave, they smile, they kiss babies. That's all PR, which PR means public relations. That's their perception in the public. Okay, but what's really going on behind closed doors is a completely different scenario. Completely different. Okay, their mindset is to forward the NWO. And the NWO, that consists of you being in perpetual hardcore digital slavery, right? A technocracy. Now, what's going to be the main component of that technocracy? That's going to be that microchip, okay, which is the MOTB. And if you don't know what MOTB is, you need to go and watch videos on the MOTB that we've made with the title MOTB, the thousands of videos that has been made by great Millstone brothers, right, starting with our apostles on down. So you need to go watch those multitude of videos so you can get, and things of that nature, because they're taking down videos for us saying certain things because what we're saying is the truth. So you definitely want to check those videos out. Now, it's going to be control. It's going to be the main component of that technocracy, okay, meaning to be ruled by technology, is going to be the MOTB. Okay, that's what's going to allow them to track everybody, to have access to everyone's finances. There's no more cash. There's no, they're going to know what you spend your money on. They're going to give you permission to spend your money on such and such. This is what we're coming into. And all of these leaders, they're have to play that part, because if they don't play that part, they're going to go down the way of Saddam Hussein, the way of, the world. Right? The corporate world, that's like a small little view of how it is amongst these nations, right? The corporate world, there's a so-called black woman who made a video saying she wasn't prepared. She went to school and university for her degree, but she wasn't prepared for the politics that come with the corporate world. Right? She said she worked all these hours, she worked overtime, she worked this and that, and she saw that someone who barely came in got the promotion because the people literally told her straight up that he was willing to play ball, and that individual, well, I don't know if it was her, it was another person that was doing all these long hours and doing the most, right? And you would think based upon their work ethic that they would be promoted, but they said no, we're going to promote another individual who barely comes in, who does not have great work ethic or skill as that individual, right? Or talent as that individual. All right, they're going to promote them because they're willing to play the game. That was the words that she used. They were willing to play the game. Now, yeah, there's a game as well in this political system that you have to be willing to play. You have to be willing to play the game of the international bankers. You have to be willing to play the game of those that have the control, those that set up these that ultimately that control the money, and set up these puppets. All right, these puppet leaders around the world. Okay, so if you believe in this system, and that was a brief understanding of how this system works. If you believe in this system, right, you're believing and you're trusting in your own oppression. You're choosing your own oppression. You're choosing your own destruction. Okay, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to really break down the people so that they have them under their full control. So that's why I have to laugh if anyone says they believe in this system. If someone says, oh yeah, these Democrats are messing up everything, I already know that person is on a low level. Okay, there's only so much that I could talk to that individual about because they really don't get it. They don't understand, man. Okay, because if they understood, they would very well understand that they're all the same. Trump is the same as Biden. They're friends behind closed doors, man. Trump was cursing out. Who was he cursing out? Hillary Clinton. Said, she needs to be locked up. She needs to be in jail. Right? For someone to say that about somebody, that means they really believe that person is a real wicked, evil person, right? Saying they need to be locked up, right? But then he turns around and says afterwards, the Clintons, they're great people. Oh, they're good people. They're good people. So he's speaking out of two sides of his mouth. Right? Oh, yeah, we're not going to stand for this robbery of the election, such and such and such. Right? And he's rousing up the people, and then when the people go to storm the White House, right? Like basically, that's why they try to charge him with insurrection. Man, he said F those people, man. Right? He acted like he didn't, like those people had nothing to do with him. Right? He's not trying to help those people. He's not trying to pay their lawyers. He's not trying to help them in any way. He just basically forgot about them. And that's the exact definition of a hireling. Okay? A hireling doesn't care for the sheep. A hireling, when the wolf cometh, the hireling will flee and leave the sheep. But he's the one that led them in the situation to be caught up by the wolf, you see? So that's what Trump did, right? But you think that he's coming to save America. He's coming to save the American people. You are living in a fairy tale. And the same thing goes for Canada. They know they're cursing out Trudeau. Trudeau's this, Trudeau's that. Well, the next person that comes in, he's only going to forward what Trudeau, he's going to go to the next stage of what Trudeau was laying down. Okay, and he's going to fulfill his role, because if he doesn't, guess what? He's not going to be in that position. He's going to be taken out of that position very quickly. Very quickly. Okay, and it's not going to take 4 years for them to take him out of that position. He might go out the way of Kennedy. You understand what I'm saying to you? Or they might put something in his drink, whatever. You see? Oh man, he passed away because he was fighting cancer. What, he had cancer? We didn't know he had cancer. Yeah, he was battling cancer. Interesting. Right? Yeah. This is how it is, man. It's a dirty game, man. The wicked elites are playing a dirty game, bro. They're playing a dirty game, and they're giving you this illusion of freedom. So it's really like you're choosing your oppression. You know, they really want you to choose the NWO. They want you to choose the MOTB, man. And they're going to put you in situations to make it where you choose that. You know, to kind of push you into choosing that. You see what I'm saying? To push you into choosing that direction. Okay, but you being simple-minded, you think, oh, it's a choice. No, it's not a choice, man. It's not a choice at all, man. Okay? It's orchestrated. They give you the choices, and they're guiding you to a particular mindset. You know? And even when you try to think outside of the box of what you're supposed to be thinking, because you attach yourself to a particular political group, right? So you're not like, oh, Democrats are supposed to think like this, and Republicans are supposed to think like this, and right? If you think outside of that box of what you're supposed to think as a left wing or a right wing individual, you know, they'll basically curse you out, right? They'll say, you know, you're talking that leftist talk. You're talking no, but there's truth. There's truth on both sides, right? They like the right wing can say something that's true, and the left wing can say something that's true. But because you're so zombified, and that you're so in this box of, oh, I have to think this way, I have to think that way, which is what they want, right? They want you to be in that box so they can categorize you. Going back to the word categoreo, right? Right? Which when you say when it goes into the scripture where the accuser of our brethren, Revelations 12:10, right? That word for accuser is categoreo, right? They want to categorize you, man. They want to put you in a box, you know. So if you think outside of that box, oh, you know, you're with that side, you're with this side. No, I'm not with either side. Okay, we're on the side of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. We're on the side of the Heavenly Father and His Son. We're not on any of these political sides. See? You understand what I'm saying? And when you believe in the Bible, they automatically want to push you towards the right side. You know? Which that's a snare in itself. That's a snare in itself. All right? So anyways, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. And I'll say shalom until the next video.